Hello? Hey. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Absolutely. You want to win a Super Bowl? Coach Payton, what's up? You ready to roll?
With the 12th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Nick.
Play action. Nix looking downfield, floats one, guess who? Play action. Nix rolls across his body, back in the end zone.
On the move, scanning, throws back end zone. Oregon Duck fan, Ted Johnson, and now playing for this team. And here's Bo Nix on the ramble into the end zone.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Uciel comes brand new video today, and today, man, I am back, man. It has been such a long time, and if you've been following the channel, been like a month since my latest drop. I think it was the Rockies vlog, and I'm sorry, man. School is just like, I'm a junior in college, you know. It was just those last final weeks, but I had a lot of requests for this video. How do I feel? How are we feeling? Like Broncos country, there's been so many things going on. We got a new uniform, drafted our QB, which could be our QB1. Obviously, we have to see how he does and everything. Hopefully, everything goes as planned. First impressions, I'm liking it, man. I'm not gonna lie. Sean Payton looks very happy with this pick, and I think the arrival of Bo Nix has been taken very well by most Broncos fans. I know that there's a few other people, you know, sometimes not even Broncos fans, that are over here trying to say like, oh, Bo Nix is gonna do horrible, he's old. At the end of the day, once you get to the NFL, like, there's players who did not do good in the college level and did really good in the NFL. Bo Nix was doing good in the college level, and he consistently was one of the most accurate quarterbacks. If you ask me, that's something that Sean Payton really likes. So I feel good, man. I don't know what it is. We're flying so under the radar compared to these last few seasons that I'm just so excited. I don't know what to expect, but things are looking very good. Obviously, the new jerseys, I don't know, man. I like them. There's a lot of people that were hating on them. I think they look super good. What really surprised me was the fact that we didn't sign Justice Simmons. Like, he's been our leader. He's been our guy. That's the one thing I was really butthurt about. Obviously, we got the schedule release, man, and man, do we have some really good storylines to look forward to this NFL season. So week 1, we have Seattle. Then we get Russell Wilson at home. We go to Tampa. We go to New York, we get Vegas at home, then LA at home. Then we go back to Sean Payton's old home in New Orleans, and then we got Carolina here at home. We play the Ravens in Baltimore, Kansas City in Kansas, the Falcons at home, at Vegas. Damn, bro, we play Jerry Jeudy and the Cleveland Browns at home in prime time again. We get Cleveland in prime time again. Woo! Oh, we have a bye week after Cleveland, and then the Colts at home, and then we go to LA, we go to Cincinnati, and then we play Kansas City. There you have it. Seems like a pretty good schedule. I think if we can, you know, get those easy wins per se with that early schedule, because the second half of the season is going to be against teams that are for sure going to be over 500. As a fan, you just got to look at it and be like, well, they gotta go out there and, you know, get that chemistry up, man. What do I expect from the team? Like I said in the last video, the last Bronco videos, I don't know what to expect. Like, this is going to be the most unpredictable season, I think, in Denver that I've seen in my whole life, in my lifetime. Every other year we've had kind of like, okay, I feel like we're gonna do this, I feel like the bar should be this high and everything. At the end of the day, I still think Denver has a really solid defense. I don't know why all these analysts are saying that Denver's defense is bad. It never really was bad. I mean, obviously we got 70 points scored on our head by against Miami, but at the same time, it was just, there was something wrong with the team. And you know, we all know how good Denver's defense played that second part of the season, beating really good teams. I think it was just the fact that, like, our offense was not producing when they had to. I don't think it was. And man, I don't know, man. As a fan, I don't know why we can't imagine great in Bo Nix's first year. You know, he's a guy who's coming in, he's more mature than most quarterbacks coming out of college. I think he's a quarterback who's a leader, and I just don't see why. I mean, he's been able to produce at a very high level with 5 different coordinators, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that is something that not a lot of quarterbacks can do. Now, why is that important? Because he's going into another system with Sean Payton, and Sean Payton is going to expect greatness from him. Sean Payton is going to expect for him to be able to put the team on his back, throw the ball accurately. And I don't know, man. I mean, obviously one thing is to see it and one thing is to talk it, and he's done it at a high level in college. The expectations for him are not low. You know, I think he's gonna come in, we're gonna look at him like, let's get it going. It's his first year, man. There's no pressure. There's pressure, man. When you play for the Denver Broncos, there's always going to be pressure. There's always going to be high expectations from you. But obviously, that's nothing compared to what Russell had to deal with. When Russell came in, pressure, expectations was like playoffs or bust. We didn't reach playoffs once with Russell. A lot of people will argue that it was Russell Wilson's fault, and you can point fingers all around, man. You can point fingers all around. I just realized I am so sorry for the back. Obviously, the money they paid Russell Wilson is crazy, you know. And I think that a lot of people will look at that trade and be like, that is the worst trade of NFL history. We took the cap hit this year, but at the end of the day, I'm not even mad at it, man. We got a quarterback who's accurate, which is exactly what Sean Payton wants. I think as Bronco fans, we sit back and we just let Sean cook. That's how I see it. I say we put our trust in him. Russell had 2 seasons, man. And yes, I agree. I think the way that we got Russell out of here, it's like mixed emotions. Like Russell was starting to do good. But if Sean thinks his system can do better with another quarterback and a younger quarterback, why not? You know, it's a new era. We're starting a new era here in Denver. I don't know, man. There's something about Bo Nix, just looking at his interviews, listening to how the coaches are talking. And you could go back to when Russell came in, and you could say I said the same thing, but there's something different this time. There's something different. There's a player who has proved nothing, absolutely nothing, but looks hungry to prove everything. Russell Wilson came in, sweet talked all of us, talked about Super Bowl, came in, you know, praised with the coach that did not know how to handle the situation, did not know how to really make him settle in so like he knows like it's go time. I think Sean Payton is a coach that can definitely get a guy like Bo Nix into that mode, into the mode of like, let's get going. We're hungry. We want to win games. We want to make the playoffs. And I think Russell came in just with, you know, this idea of like, I already won a Super Bowl. I'm Russell Wilson. I know what I'm worth. That's what I think. Bo Nix is a hungry guy. He has his wide receiver from Oregon. What's his name? I forgot his name. Let me see. Troy Franklin from Oregon. And bro, I mean, like, there's no excuses, man. You know, we let go of Jerry Jeudy, and that one hurt, man. Just because I always had faith in Jerry. I don't know what happened with him, but we still got Sutton. We got those picks. We have a young team, man. We have a young team. So it's like, I don't know, man. I feel really good. I feel really good. And why can't this be a year where we could do that? You know, give Bo Nix some experience. And it's a tough division. The Chargers are not going to hold back the season. I can tell you that much. I think the Chargers are going to be up there for sure. Obviously, the Raiders, you know, I don't like the Raiders, so I don't really want to give them high praise. But the Raiders, you know, they're going to do what they do. And we haven't beat them in like, what, 4 years, 5 years? So we got to get that. We got to stop that. We got to put an end to that. And obviously, the Chiefs are no easy task. You're putting Bo Nix in the hardest division of football. No, actually, I wouldn't call it the hardest, but a division that, you know, that we have not been able to conquer for the past few years. And I think it's time. I think it's time that we get a quarterback to start becoming a problem for the division in the future and for the coming years. I think that, you know, being able to give him the opportunity. I just really want to ask Broncos country and the fans to give him time. Give him time. And what I mean with that is give him a few games. You know, he might have a bad game in the first game. He might not. He might do really good off the bat. But at the end of the day, like, as long as we see something better, as long as we see the system working, I don't see a reason for us to pressure, you know? Like I said, the Denver Broncos are a big team. They're a big club per se. There's always going to be a very high bar. And I agree. And I love that our fan base is like that. But we also have to give them some time to settle in. But yeah, guys, I'm excited, man. It's going to be an exciting season, a progressive season, a season where we're going to see what we have coming, you know? We have a lot of young talent, I think. And man, let's just build off of it. Like I said, why can't we imagine being great this season, man? You know what I mean? Like, why not? We have a good defense. Our 2 running backs are good, and we also have solid receivers. I think, you know, I think a lot of the receivers that we have can be super great. It's just we were not finding them all of last season. It might have been the play style, it might have been throws. We don't know. We move on from that. We wish Russell the best of luck. And we look at Bo Nix and are like, this is your team, you know? And yeah, man, I mean, Denver right now needs some sort of happiness, something to look forward to, man, because the Avalanche lost, the Nuggets also lost, and it was a rough weekend, to say the least. This past week was a very rough one, and I'm just so much pain, man, just so much pain, but we will bounce back, and I feel like that's all that matters. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please drop a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Check out the live streams in the description down below. I will be trying to go live almost every single day. If you guys did enjoy,